Hello health buddies, it's time for yet another healthy recipe, and this time it's a sourdough sweet bun. Yes, my dear friends, this sweet bun will remind you of the bun that you have grown up eating. So for this recipe you need 2 tablespoons of dehydrated milk powder, 2 tablespoons of oats powder and 1/4 cup of water. Mix everything well, and if you don't want to use oats you can skip it and add 1 tablespoon of whole wheat flour instead. So mix everything together, and next we'll be adding the golden syrup or honey. So if you're making it vegan you can use golden syrup, and then 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Mix everything well. When you're making sourdough starter, this holds the key to making sourdough starter, right? And this is how my sourdough starter looks. Always stir your starter before using in any recipe. You'll need 2 tablespoons of whole wheat sourdough starter. This is whole wheat sourdough starter, and I make gluten-free sourdough starter with my whole wheat sourdough starter. Let me know in comments if you're interested to learn how to turn your whole wheat starter into a gluten-free starter. Now add 1 tablespoon of oil. Again mix everything well. When you're making sourdough starter, you will learn to mix everything, stir everything. Now add 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds. This is optional. Then half cup of whole wheat flour. Mix everything again. We'll need to check the consistency of the dough. If it feels loose, we'll be adding 1/4 cup of Bajra or pearl millet atta. Again, if you don't want to use Bajra, then you can replace it with whole wheat flour instead. Mix it really well, and now we'll be turning it into dough. So you will need to knead it into dough. I have shown a detailed video on kneading dough, on how to knead semolina bread dough or whole wheat bread dough. I'll be leaving the link above and as well as in the description, so you can check that. So now knead it and then turn it into a ball, round ball, and then we'll be refrigerating it overnight or for at least 6 to 8 hours. Refrigeration is important to ensure that the sourdough does not turn sour outside at room temperature. So make a ball and then refrigerate it for 6 to 8 hours. Remove from the refrigerator and wait for it to double. Now flatten with hands or rolling pin. I used a katori to give it the shape of a round bun. Apply some oil or butter on top of the bread dough and then keep it aside for 30 to 45 minutes. Bake in a preheated oven air fry convection for 20 to 30 minutes at 200 degrees, and make sure the machine is preheated at 200 degrees for at least 10 minutes. Apply little oil or milk and bake again for 5 minutes. You may sprinkle sesame seeds as shown. And when your bread looks done, when your sourdough starter bread looks done, cover with a wet towel. This will give it a beautiful golden color. You don't need to cook it any further. You don't need to bake it any further. Enjoy sweet sourdough bread India. I hope you like this recipe of sweet sourdough bread India. If you have any doubt or confusion, please leave me a comment.